Vanakkam. Sometimes we get the feeling that everything is predestined. Hindu religion believes in vidhi or fate. Does that mean that we cannot do anything about it? If a patient presents with a very bad injury, can we just shrug our shoulders and say he was destined to have this injury? Definitely not. Fate can be overcome. We can even achieve what God cannot achieve. Surprising, isn't it? We just need one small weapon, the willingness to try, to make an effort, and the willingness to work hard. Are these enough? Yes. The Thirukkural states categorically how this can be achieved. Shall we see how? We sometimes tend to think that destiny has the final word, and because of this we sometimes give in totally and do not make any effort, putting all the blame on our fate. But it is not so. Thiruvalluvar says in the Thirukkural,
ஊழையும் முப்பக்கம் காண்பர் உழைவு இன்றி தாழாது உயற்றுபவர் தாழாது உயற்றுபவர்.
It reads like this: ஊழையும் உப்பக்கம் காண்பர் உழைவின்றி தாழாது உயற்றுபவர். What do the words mean? ஊழையும் refers to fate. ஊழ் means fate. Uppakam Kanbar will show their back to fate or totally disregard fate. That is, win over fate. Ulaivindri means without tiredness or without fear. Actually, it means without fainting. Tazhadu, unfaltering, with no decrease in enthusiasm, without delay and without hesitation. Unyattrubavar, those who work hard, who toil, who put in their complete effort. So what it means that in the face of all odds, even if destiny is against him, even if fate is against him, if he puts in his complete effort and toils relentlessly, he can win over fate. Now that's a pretty powerful statement, isn't it? Can we actually win over destiny? You know, there are some situations where we say, only God can help you now. Thirukkural actually says this is also wrong. He even goes to the extent of saying that you can do what even God cannot do. And he is supposed to have said it about 3000 years ago. But what did he actually say? Are we misinterpreting what he said? Shall we listen to what he said?
தெய்வத்தானாகாது எனினும் முயற்சி தன் மெய்வருத்த கூலி தரும் மெய்வருத்த கூலி தரும்.
It reads like this: தெய்வத்தான் ஆகாதெனினும் முயற்சிதன் மெய்வருத்த கூலி தரும். Let us see what the words mean. தெய்வத்தான் refers to God. It could be anybody. It could be the God that we worship. It could be nature, whatever it is, or destiny. Agadu eninum. Agadu means not possible. Eninum, instead of. Muyarchidan refers to a tireless effort. Mei varutha means bodily effort. Mei refers to the body. Kuli tarum can get you good results. Kuli refers to payment. What it means is that if there is something that even God cannot achieve, something can achieve it. That is, tireless effort and hard work can achieve good results. So the message is very clear. What fate decides, what God decides are not absolute. It can be overcome with effort and labor. It sounds motivating, all right, but is it really possible? Let us see some examples. Savitri was more dazzling and beautiful than any other woman in the world. When it came time for her to be married, she had no suitors because all the men around her were intimidated by her beauty and her sharp mind. She fell in love with a poor woodcutter and decided to marry him. She was told that he was fated to die 1 year after he was married. Savitri did not flinch. She married him and they lived a righteous life. At the end of 1 year of their marriage, the god of death took away the life of Satyavan, her husband. But Savitri did not just sit and cry. She followed the god of death, and by her intelligent arguments and integrity of purpose, she got back her husband's life. The story is told to emphasize one point: you can win over fate if you try hard enough. But this is mythology. You can write all sorts of stories, isn't it? Okay, let's consider some modern examples. While undergoing his education, a young man at the age of 21 years was diagnosed with an early onset, slow progressing form of motor neuron disease that gradually, over decades, paralyzed him completely. He did not just wilt away, cursing his fate. Bound to his wheelchair, he went on to become a Fellow of the Royal Society, a lifetime member of the Pontifical Academy of Sciences, and a recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian award in the United States. He also achieved commercial success with several books of popular science in which he discussed his theories and cosmology in general. His book, A Brief History of Time, appeared on the Sunday Times bestseller list for a record-breaking 237 weeks. You all know who I am talking about: Stephen William Hawking, the English theoretical physicist, cosmologist, and author who, at the time of his death in 2018, after living with motor neuron disease for more than 50 years, was Director of Research at the Centre for Theoretical Cosmology at the University of Cambridge. If this is not winning over fate, what is? Nearer home, a young boy who sold newspapers in his childhood to help his family make ends meet in a small town in deep South India rose to the highest office in the land, not through the conventional route of a political career, but as a scientist in government service. Not only did APJ Abdul Kalam reach the pinnacle of success, he motivated every single person he met. He taught everyone the positive way of quelling fate. After listening to all these stories, I'll tell you yet another very poignant story of winning over destiny. A patient was brought into the hospital in a near-dead situation. It would be a matter of seconds that he would be dead. Fate had dealt him a severe blow when he was involved in a road traffic accident. A team of doctors swung into action and started resuscitating him. Airway was cleared, his blood circulation was pumped up with fluids, and respiration was restored. Slowly he came around. The doctors and specialists worked round the clock to fix his fractured bones, replace the skin that he had lost, and in about 3 months he was able to walk about with a walker and play with his children. Where did this happen? Well, it has happened and is still happening at almost every single medical hospital in the world, and it is happening at some place even now as we are talking. Some patients see the happy ending, some patients do succumb, but good outcome could be possible only because of the effort and tireless work of a team or individual of health professionals. And what could be a better example of beating fate and turning around the destiny? So now, do we all agree? ஊழையும் உப்பக்கம் காண்பர் உலைவின்றித் தாழாது உஞற்றுபவர் தெய்வத்தான் ஆகாதெனினும் முயற்சிதன் மெய்வருத்த கூலி தரும். I hope you liked the video. I enjoyed making it. Please click on the shown links to see more of the pearls from the Thirukkural explained with relevance to our profession, that is the medical profession. Vanakkam.